Morning, morning. Yo. You like this shirt? What do you think about the bias? I don't really have one, man. I don't do that. I don't do bias. This was the CPI news that came out. That's what this wild movement was. It's kind of settled since then. It's been respecting this 5-minute gap. We'll see. I would expect us to revisit these data wick highs. I'd be really surprised if we didn't. What happened on the tube yesterday? What are you talking about? Oh, that was an old video, man. You gotta check the dates on videos that you watch. That was a couple weeks ago. Forgot to cut the camera off, or for somehow there was an update on OBS. Usually you can just click the end button, and now it like makes you like confirm that you're ending the stream. So I had to click the end button, and it had not shut off. So yeah, a couple people got a show. I was changing clothes, getting ready to go to the gym. Not ideal. Good morning, good morning. How's it going? Andrew Santina. I'm not sure who that is. I get told I look like so many different people, man. Gotta get some tunes on. Yeah, T-Trades is great, man. Chris Bumstead, I get that a lot. I don't see that. I don't see it, but I do get it a lot. Yeah, it's no big deal, Kim. Little potatoes. I bet you don't do that again, though. You look like Shane from WWE. No clue who that is either. You gonna buy or sell? We'll see. We're gonna wait for the market to open. I would imagine that we're gonna revisit these highs that we made from the news, from the CPI news that we had. But I could be wrong. We'll see. Yeah, Bookmap's been weird. In my mind, I've been taking trades, and I would have gotten cooked if I'd actually taken them for real, based on the way Bookmap's been behaving since the news settled. So, something for me to keep in mind today. Danny, what's up? 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. I'm in Eastern time zone. I swear it's like every morning the same questions are asked. That's how it is, man. Nothing's wrong with it. It just is one of those days. There's some days where price is not absorbing orders. It's kind of going to certain levels and then just bouncing off of them before it absorbs the orders. Other days, you can pretty much guarantee that if you see a big stack of orders on the chart, price is going to go right to it and absorb it. Today, so far, the pre-market has been one of the days where you have these big stack of orders, price will go right to it and then reject away from it instead of absorbing them. So hopefully that changes once the market opens. You going long or short? How would I know that? we don't establish. I don't establish a bias prior to the market opening. My strategy is I wait for the market to tell me what direction it's trending in. I look for an opportunity to get in, and I ride it in the direction that it's wanting to go. If you're using it for entries and exits, you're looking for it to absorb those orders, not just for direction. What's DWH? Data wick high. What's up, Mike? How's it going, man? I trade ICT in conjunction with order flow and momentum, but if I'm going to trade strictly order flow on a certain day, I look for what's called the pitch and catch method. A guy named Rips, I learned it from him. Basically, you look for a strong trend, a strong move in a certain direction, and what you would look for is wherever the breakout happened or wherever you saw strong rejections below or above you, you look for an entry at that point. Put stops just below or above wherever your entry was, where the rejection or the breakout happened. And you would be targeting, you'd want to see a clear draw on liquidity on the book map or on the chart. And hopefully the chart lines up with the book map. That would be where your take profit level is, Smurf. Bro, I've been using Bookmap a long time. I'm well aware of how to use it, man. What's up, Claudio? You been taking a break? It has been a little rough for some people, man. It's definitely been a little rough. Tried full porting 2 rounds, did not work. No, I did not trade CPI. It's a novel idea, Everett. It's smart, man. It's good. A lot of people can't do that. I've been doing all right. I've only been trading one account at a time and just taking base hits, man. With the way that it's been, I'm kind of like you, where it hasn't, I haven't trusted price. So I've just been keeping my risks small, taking small trades, doing one account at a time instead of copy trading. It's worked out well. I'm doing well. Obviously, my profits are way smaller than they normally would be going into the month, or what are we, 10 days into the month so far? But it's better than, blowing tons of accounts and spiraling. This is the 5 minute. Oh, no depression over here, man. We're good to go. We're good to go. Doing my best to stay up. What color code are you using? Which color are you? Which color? Blue. Can you say please? I'll show you when you say please. There you go. I'll put it in the chat for you. Well, CPI news bullish. It was actually, I mean, it came in under the forecast. The actuals came in under the forecast. So, you know, you never know how the market's going to react to news and stuff. Yeah, scaling down definitely, or just sticking with evals or something. I mean, just making sure that you're not, you know, full porting or putting on too much risk. Dennis, what's up, man? Trump is my red folder news. Yeah. Just passed my eval off of CPI. There you go. Congratulations. I'll wait for 9:30. I don't take a trade between 9 and 9:30. Very rarely I'll take one before 9. I sit down at the charts around 7:30. If I see something after I've done my analysis, if I see something between that time and 9, I might take it, but it has to be real juicy. Did see a short possibility. We swept. Was it Asia that we swept? Yeah, we swept Asia right here and then started to show a nice, I think there was a breaker on the 2-minute. Yeah, breaker on the 2-minute. Right here. Had a nice potential short setup, but I didn't take that. I didn't think it looked clean enough, and NQ did not take the Asia high at the time. So we went, it was right here. So I was like, I'm not taking that. Bro, go away. Yeah, hopefully it's clean today. We'll see. That was the 2-minute where that I was checking that out on ES. That was 7:30 on the 2-minute, around 7:30 on the 2-minute. Can you copy my trades? You can do whatever you want. I don't recommend that, but you can definitely do whatever you want. I have no way to control whether you do or you don't do that. Could hide my trades from you, but what fun is that? I will do that sometimes if I'm trading an eval and I'm going to take a risky trade that I don't want people to follow me on. Did you trade the CPI candle? No. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't recommend doing it either. Doing great over here, Codename. Where you look? Oh, are you looking for? Where are you looking, Everett? Are you looking on? You're looking at NQ, the 5 minute. That gap right there that I have marked out. Do I trade the orb? No, but a lot of people in here do. That's why I have it marked out. It's from 820, then the middle, the body wick, or the body candle is 825, and then the top of the gap is 830 on the 5 minute. Chris Pumpstead. What do you normally trade? NQ? NQ futures or ES? Depends. Enigma, I'm not sure, man. We'll see how we react. I really don't know. It's orders above. Plenty of orders above on ES and NQ. I would imagine that we would revisit this data wick high at some point. I don't know if we're going to bounce back into this range to the 8 to 815 orb first, or range first, or if we'll just bounce into this 5 and immediately go, or if we'll just immediately go. We'll see. Or if we don't go at all, could just dump. Can make YouTube louder. Let's see. I got it all the way up. How's that? Is that louder? Appreciate the gifts. What are you trading today? Or what are you looking for today? Looking for clean price action, man. What's up, Coop? All I want to see is just clean price action with no surprises, no surprise tweets, no surprise bombings. You know, just clean, normal price action. We had news at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. That's what this big old movement right here was. Dexter, what's up, man? Keep dreaming. Yeah, statistically, Friday is the day that people blow. It's the number one day for blown evals or blown accounts, according to the prop firm data. My boy Jason. I don't have a bias, man, but if I had to guess, I would say we're going to revisit these data wick highs at some point. I need a magic genie. Is it better to trade on micro ES or mini? It depends on where you are in your trading journey, and it depends on the conditions of the market. Depends on the trade. Depends on how wide your stop's going to be. If you're going to have a wide stop based on market structure. A lot of factors. These yellow lines right here, it's the orb marked out, the 8 to 815 candle. A lot of people trade this strategy who watch the stream, so I keep it on here for them. What firm do you use? I use a lot of different firms, man. Right now I'm trading with TPT, Lucid, Tradeify, Apex, and Alpha Futures. I don't have standard deviation marked on here right now. 15 funded accounts right now, and then I have 20 evals with Apex that I haven't really been working on. Caden, what's up? First of the day, yep. Let's get it. Romans 5, 6 through 8. Excuse me. At just the right time, when we were still powerless, Christ died for the ungodly. Very rarely will anyone die for a righteous man, though for a good man someone might possibly dare to die. But God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Good verse. I trade on Tradeivate. I execute on Tradeivate, but I have it tied to TradingView. So if I execute on Tradeivate, you can see it on TradingView as well. Just a way to cut down on some of the latency. Dexter, I'm confused by your comment. Christ is Lord, amen. I did not trade CPI, no. Are you trading, Tom? I'm curious about this because they do historically. I haven't traded with the new accounts yet. I have 20 of the new evals for the end of day. I've taken a ton of payouts before they did the update, and it would usually be about 3 days for them to approve the payout, and then another 3 days for it to actually hit my account. So I'm curious, are you trading with the new end of day account and having that delay, or are these the intraday trailing accounts that you're trading with? I'm curious if there's a difference in the payout time. You're trading with the old ones, yeah, okay. I've heard the new ones are instant. Not instant, but relatively instant. Yeah, for me with the old accounts, it would usually be about 3 days until they would approve, 3 business days for them to approve the payout, and then another 3 business days for it to actually hit my account. Which is crazy to me because you take a payout with Lucid and within a minute, no exaggeration, it's in your bank account. So they need to, hopefully they've cleaned that up with the new accounts. Got denied for suspicious activity. Yeah, that's a long time. Can you tell how God helped you with your trading? What's your story on finding it? I think that for me personally, when I try to keep God at the center of my life, it leads me to not give way to the things that do result in bad trading, but would be bad in other areas of your life as well. Greed is the biggest one. Impatience. You know, I feel like for me personally, when I have God, when I'm living, when I'm trying more, how do I say this? When I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to do in my life by leaning on God and relying more on his wisdom and his guidance, it does result in better results on the trading charts. And I don't do it for that. It just is a byproduct of that. Dexter, I've never had issues with them, man. I had 2 payouts denied, and I knew they were going to be denied. This was back in October, November of last year, and it was because I broke the MAE rule. Because I was copy trading those. I was copy trading some 50K accounts with some 150K take profit accounts, and I was willing to take on more drawdown, and I didn't realize that I was violating the MAE rule until I actually had done it. That's the only issue, not even an issue. That's the only time I've ever had a payout denied, and I knew it was going to happen. So it's weird that you're having an issue, and that was before I was even like, affiliated with them or anything. I've just never had issues with them. Ton of fake TikTok accounts with your name. I know, man. I can't get TikTok to remove them. That's why I don't follow anybody on this account. This is my only account, and I don't follow anybody. So that's the easiest way to tell that this is the real account. How long does it typically take you to pass 50K? It depends on the firm, man. Lucid, Flex accounts, 2 or 3 days. Apex, if I'm seriously working on trading them, I'll pass in a couple of days. With the take profit trader, I take my time with those. It's 5 days to pass those, regardless of how quickly you hit the target profit. It's 50% consistency rule, but 5 days of trading. CPI is in 5 minutes. Is that so, man? If CPI is in 5 minutes, what was this? What was this? What was this Draco that you got here? Come on, man. Check the Forex Factory. You can withdraw 100% above the buffer on TPT. Have you ever acted in a movie? No. What prop firms do you recommend? The ones that you see scroll on the screen. I trade with all the ones that are on the screen. If it's not on the screen, I don't trade with it. I'll risk a little heavy on those evals. It also depends on the size of the eval. Most of my accounts are 50Ks. I have a couple of 150K take profit accounts, but I'm fine with risking being a little aggressive with the evals. Bounced right out of that 5 minute again. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. We got 2 minutes, 1 minute and 30 seconds till market open. What does CPI mean? Consumer Price Index. If you have 99% sure signals, then you wouldn't be needing to tell people. You would be trading on with Jane Street. All right, guys, let's lock it in here. Bunch of orders at 365. Ryan, what's up, man? Orders flashing in the 30s, but still at 365 up there. See what ES looks like. ES is coming down aggressively. Let's see. Orders down to the VWAP at 68.72. A little decoupled at the moment. NQ's pumping still. I did take a couple trades yesterday, yeah. We're a little decoupled here. Surprised that NQ's not just smacking that data wick. Orders coming in down into the 30s here. Low 30s down to 25,315. We just edged that data wick and just turned around. ES is pushing down. It hit it on M&Q. Yeah, it did. M&Q swept it. Strange. That's a good catch there, Missy. See if this 5 holds up here. If we just tap back in and then push up. NQ did. M&Q did. It's clear as day right there. See what happens here on ES in this orb. Yeah, you will, Junior. Your bias for the day is short. Very well could. Could clean up some of the move from the other night. Q's still holding up and ES is just hanging out. You're getting closer. Still not completely there, though. A lot of orders below, but we haven't been absorbing, so I don't know if it'll starting to get more above here. It's kind of tough read. If I could do that, I'd be a lot more well off than I am. One thing's for sure, it's respecting that 5 minute on in queue. Text your buddy Nancy and let's. Insane snipe, short entry at 25,370. Done for the day. Hey, there you go. Way to go, Mampa. Yeah, I am. ES wants to enter that range. I'm in an apartment because I'm in college, man. My house will be paid off when I get it, though. Yeah, I can show you book map. That's ES. This is NQ. Kind of thin. Junior, I started 5 years ago. 33 right now, so around 28. Why do you still go to college? I started college before day trading took off. I had planned to go to law school, so that's the whole reason I went back to college. I only have a year left, so why not just go ahead and finish it? It's tough. Trust me, it's very tough to stay motivated, but making it happen. It's in the six figures, Nicholas. In a year, May of 27. 1 year left. Wish it was next month, man. This is just staying right here. This is annoying. It's going to be a Friday day. Friday price action. Yo, what are you talking about? Yeah, AJ. It is from dropping out of high school to now a year left in a very good university. No, econ's my major. You planning to work in law? No, I'm planning to day trade. Planning to do this. If something were, drastic were to happen where I couldn't day trade anymore, then yeah, I'd go to law school. But No, I got two charts open, man. I got NQ on the right, and then I'm showing ES over here because I'm keeping an eye on this orb. NQ's still pumping right now, or I mean, semi-pumping. It was interesting. We're almost completely inverted from each other at the moment. Seabass opposite. Data Wakai got taken on M and Q and not NQ. Shit on your hands kind of day. Shit in your hands and clap kind of day. What happens if NQ and ES are completely inverted? It means be careful. One could potentially really quickly catch up to the other. Am I looking for sales? I'm always looking for a good sale, man. You know something going on right now? What you do in the privacy of your home is your business. Yeah, just sit on your hands, Ryan. Wait for this range to break out here, man. Look at this. This is the 5-minute chart. It's just right in here. I'd wait. And if nothing happens, then just don't take a trade. There you go. That's smart. I don't have a fixed amount. I don't have a fixed percentage, man. It's based on market structure. If it's going to be something that's going to cause me to risk more than I'm willing to stomach, I'll usually size down. But I base my stops not on a dollar amount or a percentage. I base it on market structure. You are wild, bro. You are just absolutely wild. Isaiah, what's up? It's going great over here, man. Watching this absolute, party of price action that we're witnessing at the moment. What have I tried? Oh boy. Can I explain price action? What do you mean by that, Maddie? Like, what is price action, or what is this price action? What is price action? Price action is the way it's moving, the way the market's moving. All of this is price action. Why do traders sell expensive courses if they make seven figures? You ever played a sport that you tried to get good at? For me, it was baseball. I took pitching lessons from a guy who had been a part of several World Series winning teams. And he charged a lot of money for pitching lessons. If he's a good pitcher, why does he need, and made a bunch of money playing in the league, why does he need to charge money for pitching lessons? Well, the answer would be he's got knowledge that people want and he wants to monetize it. If I handed you $20, you have $20. If I offered you another $20, would you say, no, I already have $20, or would you take another $20? I think when you have a skill that you've been able to monetize yourself and people want the knowledge that it took to be able to develop that skill, there's nothing wrong with monetizing it. The problem is if you don't actually have the skill and you're monetizing something you don't actually have. That's where I think it's messed up. How's school going? It's going well, man. Ready for it to be over with. I've never been more ready for a semester to be over with. Yeah, 3K is a lot. But the crazy thing is people pay it. It's thin, dude. Bookmap, it is thin right now. I wouldn't say everything's bullish. You got an inversion of this 5 minute here that was holding up previously. We were rejecting pretty cleanly out of this on ES, and then we inverted it. Now we're staying right below the VWAP and respecting it. I don't know. To me, ES looks very bearish, and then NQ is still trying to behave bullish. So I don't know what to think right now, to be completely honest. Can you request crates to give away from Lucid? I don't think so. I can request accounts, but I don't do that. I usually just use my own money to buy codes, and then that's what I give away usually. I just wanted the crate dopamine. They knew what they were doing when they did that. They need to make, I'll tell you what they're going to do next, and they're going to make a lot of money from this. The ability to buy crates, which was 100% gambling. Like you spend $5 and you get the chance to, win an account or something. They'll sell tons of those. Or maybe it had to be something like 15 or $20 or something like that. Doing another giveaway on Sunday? I am. Sunday at 5 p.m. I heard the state of New York is suing CSGO for the crate thing. They consider it gambling. I don't know how true that is. USC Bookmap, yeah. It's thin, man. It's in Q. This is ES. That chart is not accurate. This is. Time is it for you right now? 9:58. 9:58 and 23 seconds, 24 seconds, 25 seconds. How much is Bookmap? It's about 100 a month, a little over 100 a month. Any idea why it's so thin? Yeah, we have orange folder news here in 2 minutes or 1 minute and 20 seconds. That could be why. Preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. That wouldn't be the type of law I'd want to practice. Yeah, exactly, song, man. Without Bookmap, I think I mean I was still making some money without it, but I can tell you it drastically improved my trading. Drastically. Yes, Global Plus, and then you buy the CME data. Do you trade off of news or wait for it to sell? I'll wait for it to sell. Oleg, I'm not sure. Here comes the news. 5 seconds. I think you need, there's a reason, Dennis, you need Global Plus. Can't remember what it is, but there's, obviously I would not want to pay more than I have to, but there was a reason I went with Global Plus. Do some research on it, see exactly what it is, but there's a reason why you need the Global Plus. Looking at, typically you see a lot of liquidity stacked up, and that's where you're thinking that Bookmap is showing you where price wants to go. You'll also see the aggression of the executions. Like this is a pretty big volume bubble being executed right there. The bigger the volume bubbles, the larger the volume is at that level. But you know, there's some days where it's not behaving normally, where you typically see this dumping right now to go to these levels. Yesterday was one of those days where it just wasn't breaking loose. TP hit, there you go. Now we're starting to see, that's what you would expect, movements like that. You'd expect a little retrace here and then a continuation of the dump, right where that breakout happened. See that big volume bubble? That's where if I was trusting Bookmap, I would take an entry right there and I would target these lows. But I don't trust Bookmap right now because of the way it's been behaving this whole session. It could play out and I missed the trade and I'm fine with that, but it could also not play out and I would end up losing money. And my stop would have gotten hit right there because my stops would have been just above where that breakout happened. So that's why you learn these kind of things the more you watch it. You got to wait for candle closures, Nicholas. Just because it pushed through the gap, you got to wait. You still have 1 minute and 50 seconds until that 5-minute candle closes. So always wait for candle closures. Not a bad idea, Andy. 1 minute until this 5-minute candle closes. This is what I'm looking at right here. See if we invert this 5-minute. Which doesn't automatically mean a trade, but it would be interesting. What do days dormant mean? I'm not sure. There you go, Junior. Base hits. 4 seconds. It's not going to invert this. Nope, missed it. By a couple ticks. Tons of liquidity under us here. Maybe days that you haven't traded. Dormant means inactive, so that would mean that you've not traded for 3 days. This is called Bookmap. That's what you're looking at. Institutional order flow, level 2 data. I'm just keeping an eye on it because I'm watching both. Nicholas, I'm watching both. But Nicholas, you see why you wait for candle closure? It did not invert. Just because it wicked through, you got to wait for the full body. The body has to close below if you're trading ICT concepts. There are a ton of orders below, yeah. Doesn't mean necessarily that it's a guarantee that's where we're headed, but certain days it is pretty much a guarantee. Today's not one of those days. Market looks bullish since open. I mean, we're basically right where we were at open, slightly below it actually. A lot of buy orders. Here's that dump. Just take off. Yeah, this is dangerous. Be very careful, guys. Very careful. The 15-minute candle needs to close first. Not necessarily. That 5-minute candle I was saying, because that's a 5-minute fair value gap right there. So I wanted to see if we would close below to invert that gap. Sorry, you're still looking at Bookmap. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is what I was talking about right here. So you had this big 5-minute gap in here. I wanted to see this candle close below it, but we didn't. We missed it just barely. This next candle, I mean, closes in a minute, so it could invert it, but it just doesn't act like it wants to. David, what's up, man? Need 500 a day to pass. Slow and steady, man. Base hits. Don't focus on that. It's what it feels like, Nicholas, but it's tough, man. $10 till this candle closes. It keeps wanting to pull back. All right, there you go. That 5 inverted now. That's a book map. It's very frustrating, Buffy. I'm sorry. Oh boy. 25,700 would be awesome. I got some stuff marked out up there if we can make it up. Daggum, I did that for a while. I cut trading out on Fridays and my results improved tremendously. So it's not a bad idea to consider. Yeah, what did you figure out, David? Or playing out. Bouncing off the 8 a.m. New York session VWAP right now. ES is pumping now too. We'll see what happens. U.S. likely to approve extension of waiver allowing sales of some Russian crude oil as early as Friday. There you go, Ronnie. Fade yourself, Caden. Take the opposite of what you're feeling. Get ready to enter a short, enter a long instead. I'm just kidding, man. Sometimes that does work, though. I've had to try to lose money before on an account, and it felt like every trade that I entered, I ended up making money on, making the problem worse. David, I got you. Yeah. Yep. That'll do it. Got 500 a day on Evo. Very nice. Just banged the 3R on gold. So free. We'll see, man. There's no telling what's about to happen. I don't know how these data wicks haven't been swept on MQ. MNQ took them, but took them right at 9:30. But MQ did not. What's your tricep workout? Getting up out of this chair. Doing a lot of that. No, I bench, do dips, I do a lot of tricep pull downs, tricep extensions, overhead, single arm tricep extensions, cables. Should I buy? Sure, man. Yeah. There are 5 minis on there. I do like the V-bar, yeah. V-bar or the rope. Overhead dumbbell tricep extensions. I saw a guy doing a workout I hadn't even thought of. He had the bench like at a 45-degree angle, the back of it, and he had the Smith machine bar in front of him, and he was keeping his elbows like, obviously I'm sitting at way more than a 45 right now, but I had like his elbows on the bar right here for stability, and was doing the dumbbell extensions that way. I was like, yeah, this looks like a pretty good workout. No, I haven't taken anything. Got a lot of orders flashing above us here, so I'm tempted to take a little scalp, maybe up to 25, 350-ish. But it might run without me here. As soon as I say that, it starts pulling back. I would say there's definitely tough market conditions to get started trading in, for sure. Very tough. But if you can learn how to not click the button and stay disciplined in these conditions, it's good. It's great practice for when the market is behaving normally. Yeah, I saw that, DB. Somebody else pointed that out. Got cooked because of it. Yeah, I bet a lot of people did. It happens sometimes. It's usually not that drastic of a difference in the two, but today it definitely, that you can see here, it failed to make that high there, and M and Q did. So strange. You see the difference there. You're crazy, dude. Is this considered normal price action? No. Bro, stop going in. Seriously, dude. Get a life. Stop going into people's lives and copying and pasting your BS. Why does it always pull back when I go for a trade? It knows, man. It can sense you entering the trade. Blue, you're funded. Hate to hear that, man. Make sure you journal it. Appreciate that, Everett. Yeah, this is not ideal price action, guys. Definitely not. Crazy thing is, though, every time I say that and then I hop off the charts, it's like immediately it just starts moving. Just started journaling. Yeah, it makes a huge difference, man. It really does, dude. It seems like as soon as I shut down the stream, on days that are like this, immediately after I shut down the stream, it's just like goes wild, and I'll end up taking a trade, and everybody's like, "When did you take that trade?" I'm like, dude, as soon as I got off the stream, the market just went nuts. Like, I don't control that. You lost your debit card? What was the number on it? I'll look for it. Just to be sure it's the right one. What's the code on the back as well? I know this is going to push to 350 because I didn't take it. I also don't like taking a scalp when it's moving this slow. I want to see a quick movement if I'm going to get in. I don't like sitting through scalp trades that are this short or this long. Yeah, completely disrespected this inversion. I can remove that. Sorry. And then we created a BPR right here. Balanced price range. You got two overlapping gaps. An inversion with a bullish gap. There's your 350. Did you, AJ? He took it. There you go. There's still a bunch of orders up there. That's just a level we've been rejecting off of, though. Very nice. Where are the rest of the Orbeez? I had dinner with one of them last night. I think he's taking a little break. He's just been locked in on school. If I could see 5 seconds into the future, I'd be rich. Yeah, tell me about it. Took a long on my Lucid eval. Very nice. Fridays aren't the best day for trading. I would agree. For me personally, that's been the case. I want normal trading conditions. Me too. He's just somebody in the lives all the time. I don't know him personally. I'd love that, Everett. I'd love to go hunting, man. Yeah, you can either exit. Are you're using Tradevate connected to TradingView, Kyle? Christian, you know we went to high school back in '75. When can you sleep on that couch, dude? I'm telling you, you wouldn't like it. You can execute on Tradevate if you want the buy market and sell market in the top of TradingView. Make sure you Tradevate. Make sure you're on the right contract first in QM. But you can use the buy or sell button in the top of Tradevate. If you're signed in on TradingView as well, that Tradevate account signed into TradingView, as soon as you execute, it'll populate on here. But if you're looking to set a stop loss or take profit level, all you gotta do is right click. You know, if you're in a long, you'd right click and you'd hit that sell, sell limit right there. Or if you're, placing a stop, you'd hit a sell stop right there. Right there, so you can see it. Yeah, make sure you're on, if you want to be on minis, you're on minis. Or if you want to be on micros, you're on micros. Really easy to make that mistake. Think PJ took that long? I bet PJ was waiting for a tap back into that BPR if he was looking for that long. It's still a bunch of orders to the upside on Bookmap. I don't have the Rhythmic. I had it at one point. I just used the regular Bookmap data with Bookmap. Are you in PJ's Discord? No, not anymore. With live trading, is there a minimum amount someone should have to start? I think a comfortable amount is at least a couple $1,000s, like, you know, at least a couple thousand. You can start with a very low amount. You can start with like 500 or, you know, even less in some cases. But I think to be comfortable to trade effectively, you definitely want to, for me, I want to have a couple thousand at least in there. 5 for me is the minimum. Yeah, we've hung out. Yeah. I don't recommend trading personal capital until you've been milking prop firms for at least 9 to 12 months, though, like consistently, like consistent payouts, not just, you know, a couple here, a couple there, like consistently. Otherwise, you're gonna blow your personal capital for sure. Should we take a scalp here, boys? Starting to get a pump. Give me a little pullback. We'll take a little small trade to these data wicks. I'll take a small trade here to the data wicks. Take a small one right up to here. 5 micros here. Put our stop at 25,380. That's where the orders kind of pile up. As soon as I enter the trade, we're risking like $115 on this. Just because it's Friday. We're going to tap back into this fair value gap here. Here's the book map for those of you looking. Wicked my take profit. All right, closing that. Lost $2.50 on that. Wicked my TP. We're down big on the day, dude. $2.50, man. Look at that. The TP was at 380. We hit 377. And then we're dumping right afterwards. It's a great day. And then it's going to go right back up. Made 135 on 5 Apex counts. There you go. That's a good way to end the week, man. Nothing too crazy. You get it. I think the minimum's 150, isn't it? Or is it only 50? Can't remember what the minimum is. I know it's 150 with Lucid. Santi, I'm sorry, man. That's a bad example. I'm human. I'm human. No, it doesn't have to be in a row. It doesn't have to be in a row. I couldn't remember what the minimum was. I couldn't remember if it was 150 or for Apex. I can't remember. For the 50K Lucid Flex accounts, you have to have 5 days of 150 of profit or more to take a payout. Take it easy, Mike. Have a good one, man. Good thing we closed that position. Take our $2.50 loss versus a $120 loss, or $115, whatever it would have been. I'm going to use the restroom again. A lot of water over here, guys. Drinking a lot of water. That is greed. That is greed. But, I mean, that's human, man. You're a human. That's like, the whole reason we're doing this is because we want to make money. So you just can't allow it to dictate your decision making in terms of making a stupid decision. Just because you want more doesn't mean you should take a trade. Just wait for a good setup. Sorry, Ballas. There's a different website that I have an account on that you can pay for if you want to hear those sounds. Swipe that data wick and turned right around on NQ. How many times a week do you go to the gym? Every day except Sunday. What LaCroix we sipping? This is limoncello. Give it a shot, man. It is by far the best in my opinion. Hey Christian, any help to deal with only 500 to drawdown left? Yeah. Throw on 5 minis and close your eyes. No, man. If you're trying to be serious about it and milk that and bring that back, it's very doable. But you just need to make sure you're taking A+ setups with 1 micro or 2 micros, and make sure I would be moving my stops to break even. Obviously, you want to base your stops based on market structure, but make sure you're moving to break even at the appropriate times. Like that trade that I just took, I knew that it was going to come back the way that we reacted off that level, and I basically closed it right at break even, $2.50 loss. I mean, I have $3,800 of drawdown or something in that account, so clearly could have risked it if I wanted to, but just being smart, knowing how price is going to behave, not worth taking a $150 loss or 120, whatever it was. But you can milk it. Just trade micros, man. And it's also about your time. What is your time worth? If you value your time and you are taking payouts consistently, milking an eval like that to me is not worth it. I'll take a trade and throw a mini on there, and if it doesn't play out, I'll just get another eval because I can pass them relatively easily and then move on to taking payouts rather than slowly trying to milk one account back. So it's all about where you are in your trading process and, you know, what your time is worth. Javi, yeah, you just do that and walk away, man. Switch tabs. Yeah, you DM me. I don't do anything teaching wise other than this, Fox. I don't sell a course. I don't do a mentorship or anything. Deuteronomy 8:18. I feel like I know that verse. Jefferson City. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth and so confirms His covenant, which He swore to your ancestors as it is today. Christian, will we ever get a hog reveal? There's some that probably already got that reveal. Unfortunately. Still in longs on ES. Yeah, could keep going, man. It's a thin order book. If I get a payout, you have to clean shave the beard. I did that a couple months ago. That is what happened, yeah. You're wild, dude. Getting off the rails on Friday. CME data is where MNQ is, or NQ. I like your apartment aesthetic. I appreciate that. Just a little studio, a little cozy little studio here. Got a pool right outside. There's some people sunbathing right now. I'll be out there with them here in a little bit. Yeah, most prop firms will provide data with the evaluation when you buy it. Palantir's. Let's check Palantir real quick. Yeah, I figured. Trump said something earlier. He said, Palantir has proven to have great warfighting capabilities and equipment. Manipulation. I was wondering how bad it was that you forgot the camera. I really don't know. I didn't watch the replay. I just deleted it immediately, man. Look at this. What's going on here? How many people just got cooked on that? I got no news coming across the wire right now. Somebody said it's time to short like a minute and a half ago over on the YouTube. What do you know that we don't, man? I hope you took that. At least down to the VWAP. You're in longs now. That was a great retrace as soon as it dumped. Run it up. What up? What caused that? I'm trying to figure that out. I have nothing right now coming across my financial juice notifications. Anybody have any idea? Financial juice isn't loading for some reason. Trump's called Netanyahu. I saw that, but that was yesterday, wasn't it, or last night? That shouldn't have caused a dump, though, because the result was actually Trump, Netanyahu saying that he's going to hold talks with Lebanon or something. I don't know what's going on. My financial juice won't load. Is yours not working either, Junior? Says he just had a call at 10:30. Okay. 10:32. Who knows what the heck's going on, man? This is why you got to be so careful. It's part of the reason I only traded those micros and didn't throw many on there. Yo, you're buying a C8? Dude, that's sick, man. I remember watching you last year. I was 18. I'm buying a C8 for my birthday this month. That's sick, dude. Is that all from trading? Yeah, I'm not either, David. I'm not seeing anything coming across. Not seeing anything on Truth. Nothing on Financial Juice. Nothing on Forex. Here we go. Iran's parliament speaker. 2 of the steps mutually agreed upon between the groups have yet to be implemented. Why was that so delayed? Should take that Fortnite inverse. Why was that so delayed? Should we look at longs? No, not at the moment. I mean, you do what you want. It's not what I'm. There are orders above into the 40s here, but I'm watching to see if this dumps more. We took that data wick high. There's no telling what this is going to do, to be completely honest, man. Bouncing off the VWAP here. We tapped into that BPR cleanly. That would have been a perfect entry inside of that BPR for a long, but I don't know, man. This market is weird. Don't listen to me because I'm down $2.50. From 9 to 11. I get off at 11. Was tuned back in 87. Now I'm buying my first Pinto because of you. I was not even conceived for another 6 years, man. Or another 5 years. Somebody asked me if longs were good. Well, tapping back into this inversion here. That's just when it's a good time for me to shut it down. Historically, price action between, up until recently, price action between 11 and 1 is not the best. Now it seems like that's when all the moves happen. Yeah, I took a trade. We're down $2.50. Might as well hang it up. Rethinking my decision making. Find a different career. C-Bum, the trading master. Appreciate that, man. You think 500 is a good amount for a starter capital? I think that's the bare minimum that a lot of firms will even let you start with, but or brokers, but no, I don't. I think you should have a couple thousand, and I don't think you should start trading personal capital until you've been milking prop firms for at least 9 to 12 months. CME is the exchange. Chicago Mercantile Exchange, CME. Regal. Look at this dump. About to tap back into the BPR. We inverted a 5 on ES. Who knows what the heck is going on here, man? No, they don't have crazy fees. Pay for an evaluation, pass it, get a buffer. Everything above that, you withdraw. The risk to reward, I mean, the ROI with prop firms is unreal. Hopping off, yeah, it's a good idea, Andy. This is chew you up and spit you out price action. Maddie, it's CME. Let's see the dogs. You're wild. Watch Christian make 15K at 11:05. Yeah. No, I have never done that. Maddie, though, if you're trading with a prop firm, most prop firms will provide data with the evaluation. All you got to do is sign in to the prop firm account, and you'll have live data with it. So, unless you're just trying to paper trade, I'm not sure where you are in your trading. If you're paper trading, I would definitely get the live data. I would love to be able to do that. I'd love to be able to post that today. Yeah, there you go. I'd say a couple months on paper. That's what I recommend. There's no hurry. There's no hurry. Don't be in a hurry to lose money. Yeah, appreciate you, Maddie. Appreciate you, man. Iranian parliament speaker, ceasefire in Lebanon and release of Iranian blocked assets must occur before negotiations. I used to, yeah. Do I have performance anxiety when I'm trading live? Yeah, I used to, man. It's like when you have a couple hundred people watching you, it can definitely be have an effect on you, but I don't really feel it anymore. It's so weird. I can sit here and talk to you guys and do this, but if you were to put me in front of a class, even with like 10 people, I get anxiety. Like, feel so nervous to talk in front of like a group of people. It's weird. Maybe it's because I don't have you looking back at me. I don't know. It like feels like when Big Mikey hops in. Yeah, where is he? It's still weird, man. I think everybody gets some sort of like fear of public speaking. They have it to some degree. Some people thrive on it, though. They just know how to harness it. I'm better at it than I used to be. I've taken a couple classes on it. How did I get so cool? You think I'm cool, man? Appreciate that. think it's definitely going to move. It's just a question of which direction. There's a lot of liquidity under us right now. But we're tapping into this BPR, this 5-minute BPR and NQ, so appreciate that, DC. You look like you would tell me how to up my credit score in the most efficient way possible. I appreciate that. Yeah, dude, that took a huge loss, Luke. We're down $2.50. TikTok would ban me super quick. I've got such a trustworthy face. Appreciate that, man. You guys are gassing me up here on this Friday. Tapped back into that 5-minute, and now we're pumping back out of it. You're good in my... I'm gonna call it a day. This PA, isn't it? Yeah. No. That's definitely a good idea, King. I didn't. I have it written down, Bao. I literally have it. It's in my notes at the very top. I haven't listened to it yet. Pumping. And we turn around. No, I'm gonna listen to it, Bao. I'll let you know what I think. I'll throw it on the home pod once I turn the stream off. I gotta cook a bunch of chicken, so I'll listen to it while I'm eating or while I'm cooking. All right, Isaiah, take care, man. How can I improve my patience, and how many trades would you advise a day? No scalping, just intraday. If you're trading like ICT, man, my rule, I don't know if you're in the Discord, but I posted this a couple days ago. My rule with ICT is I'll take one trade. If I win that trade, I call it a day if I'm trading ICT. If I lose the trade, I'll take one more trade, and the result, win or lose, I call it a day after that. Yeah, Jazz, no problem, man. It's definitely useful. A lot of people come in here and they're like, what is this nonsense? They don't understand. I'm glad you're finding it useful, though. Slide me some chicken. How do you keep this calm? Get tired of losing, man. You get tired. You'll get to the point in trading where you're just like, what do I need to do to prevent that feeling? Because losing sucks. You'll discover that sitting on your hands is, in the long run, will allow you to be more profitable or make more money than constantly clicking the button. I think I said this a couple days ago. You got to get sick and tired of feeling that feeling, man. That I've been there. I know exactly how it feels. That just absolutely gut-wrenching feeling of blowing accounts or taking stupid trades, and eventually you get fed up with that. Links in the bio for the Discord. All right, man. Take it easy. Have a good weekend. You're wild, Palace. All right, it's 11 o'clock, guys. I'm not sitting through this any longer. We'll take our $2.50 loss on the day and call it. Yeah, 15 looks terrible, dude. I just checked at that. I just looked at that. It is very wicky. You guys have a good weekend. Don't do anything dumb between now and the market close. Just don't. It's not worth it. Come back Monday. Don't go into the weekend on a losing note. Don't make it worse if you already read. Don't blow any accounts. Don't blow an account and buy more and then blow those too. Just enjoy the weekend. Love you guys. God bless you. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. We'll see you on Monday, 9 a.m. We'll see you.